Good morning, everybody. This is Jake from Jake's Sports Takes. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Tuesday morning? I am good. Actually, I'm great. My Texans last night won 30-6. It wasn't a great game from C.J. Stroud. 5 fumbles, 2 lost, a pick, but he did the job. He was 14 for 21 for 250 yards and a touchdown. Woody Marks had a great game. 112 yards with a touchdown. Christian Kirk, 7 receptions on 8 targets for 144 yards and a touchdown. Great job by the Texans. The defense stepped up. Sheldon Rankins with the scoop and score. And Kalen Bullock with a 50-yard pick 6 on Aaron Rodgers. It looks like might be the end of Aaron Rodgers' career. Maybe Mike Tomlin's coaching in Pittsburgh. The divisional matchups have been set officially. I will give those to you guys right now, and I will give my predictions. After in a little bit, I'm gonna go on Wildcard weekend. My opinion on Super Wildcard weekend, very interesting. A lot of division winners going down. I mean, this is probably going to be the most unpredictable playoffs in the history of the NFL. Denver and Seattle had a bye. They're going to have home field advantage throughout, as we know. Great job to them. Sam Darnold, Bo Nix, good quarterbacks. We also have some major injuries from Super Wildcard weekend, and I'll get into that in just a moment. Saturday, we had the first game. The Los Angeles Rams defeated the Carolina Panthers. Bryce Young, first number 1 pick, first time playing the playoff game. Played pretty good. The Rams were just too tough for him. I mean, great job. Matt Stafford played to what is a potential MVP season. Great job. Puka Nacua had a big game. Ted McMillan and Jaden Coker had pretty good games for Carolina, but the Rams, I knew, were just too tough for them. But in the second game of the night, what a great game. I mean, the Packers had their shots. They missed 2 field goals and an extra point, left 7 points on the board in a thriller against the Bears. Losing to the Bears in a close game. Caleb Williams had a decent game. Jordan Love had a good game, but the Bears it was a matchup. I think the injury to Micah Parsons may have affected that. Been a little bit of a different game altogether. But on Sunday, the first game was, I believe, San Francisco and Philadelphia. My prediction came true, it was Jacksonville and Buffalo. Great job by the Bills. I mean, Josh Allen proved why he's a former MVP and why he can do his job in the playoffs. I mean, now that they don't have Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow, they did their job. They won the game. Good job by them. In the second game of the day, San Francisco, tough loss, great win for them. The Eagles, once again, just couldn't move the ball, couldn't get any offense going. I mean, they struggled badly. I didn't see much of the game because I was working, but they got beat as I figured they would, and McCaffrey had a big game. Juwan Jennings or Ricky Pearsall didn't play, but Juwan Jennings had a 15-yard passing touchdown on an impressive trick play. Good job by the Niners. Kyle Shanahan's a man genius. The entire Shanahan's a great coaching tree. Robert Saleh, great defensive coordinator. And I think he should get some credit for a head coaching job, but I don't think he will because of his unfortunate, history as a coach. But he coached the Jets, so it's. I think though Niners, and then we had the final game of the night. The New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. Pardon me. I'm so used to saying San Diego because I just grew up watching it. When it was San Diego. The Patriots defeated them. The Chargers, a defensive slugfest, and last night the Houston Texans. My Texans did it again. Defense. They say defense wins championships. Great job by them. I mean, wasn't pretty, but a win's a win. So, good job to them. Anyway, so as I mentioned, we got some major injuries. The first game, I don't know if there were any injuries on Saturday. Major injuries on Saturday. Oh wait, Matthew Stafford sprained finger. Say he's good to go. The MRI is all good to go. Great. They said he's going to start. I'm not surprised. The Bears, Packers. I don't believe there were any major injuries. In the Buffalo Jacksonville game, I don't believe there were any injuries to speak of. Unfortunately, in the Niners-Eagles game, there was a major injury, a major hit to a lot of fantasy players for next year. George Kittle, tight end. I was former tight end, great tight end. Tore his Achilles in the second quarter. I mean, it's a shame. Kittle is one of the best tight ends. He helped me win a lot of fantasy leagues. Great player, probably one of the top 5 tight ends in the league. Unfortunately, tore his Achilles in the second quarter. It's a shame. I absolutely love him. But, and Christian Gonzalez went out with a concussion on Sunday night. Of course, the concussion protocol goes through the week, on a shortened week. We don't know. Well, it's a full week, but we don't know. We don't know any status on him yet. We'll see. They play the Texans on Sunday afternoon, and unfortunately for my team, last night Nico Collins took a very vicious. He didn't actually take a shot to the head. He whiplashed on the ground and in Pittsburgh and ended up going out with an injury. It's unfortunate. Nico is the best receiver, one of the best receivers in the league, probably one of the most underrated receivers in the league. It's a shame. But C.J. Stroud figured out the way to go away, when Nico left, by going to Christian Kirk, using Woody Marks and Nick Chubb. I mean, Houston had almost 200 yards rushing. Pittsburgh had 175 total yards. The defense stepped up like it was supposed to. They did it. They played great. They beat Aaron Rodgers and he's probably done. I mean, somebody could sign him to be a backup or a Phillip Rivers situation where they sign him off the couch. But that will be determined. There's a lot of time to go. Anyway, next Monday, the national championship game. Still not quite ready to give my predictions yet, because I want to do one more podcast before the injury report. When the injury report comes out for the wild card or for the divisional round, so I'm not quite gonna make my prediction, but I think I'm locked in who I want to pick, but I'm not gonna make it until I see everything. But we will see what happens with the injury report coming up. But I got to give New England a lot of credit. They did a great job. This should be, both games, all 4 games should be very interesting. Buffalo going to Denver, Josh Allen, the weather shouldn't affect either team. Wind, potential cold weather, anything. Like I said, this NFL postseason, in my opinion, is the most unpredictable. Seattle and the Niners, they battled for the number 1 seed. It was an ugly game the last week of the year. We will see what happens, especially without George Kittle. But I don't know what that backup tight end's name is. But he did a great job. He did a pretty good job when Kittle was out for those 4 games early in the year. The Niners have just been devastated by injuries. Quarterback, Purdy was out for almost half the year. Pearsall's been out about half the year. Kittle was out for at least 5 games. Pearsall, as I mentioned, Jennings, you can go down the list. I read something that made my head spin a little bit. Since the turn of the decade, since the turn of the decade, combined, the Niners Stars have missed 2,092 total games of their main core of roster, their main roster core. That's just shocking, and they still have been making the playoffs. They've been going deep, having deep runs. You got to give them credit. I don't know how they do it. It's just a great job by them. We will see what happens. No head coaching news. I have one question. I was watching Get Up this morning a little bit. Is this the end for Mike Tomlin? After 19 years, he hasn't had a losing season. 7 straight playoff games, he's been knocked out in the first round. Maybe it is time to move on from him. But that's one thing my dad and I talked about last night. Is Pittsburgh doesn't fire head coaches. If Tomlin's going to leave, he's going to go out on his own terms. He's going to say, I'm beat. I'm ready to, stop coaching. We will see what happens. Last night we went to our new restaurant, Raising Cane's, the chicken place. Actually, it was pretty good. It was a little plain. The chicken was a little plain, but you know what? It's not a big issue for me. I don't mind it. The cane sauce was great. It was very, very good. I am glad I went, and I don't know if the employees know about who they endorse or whatever, but I told the girl at the register that cashed me out that Will Anderson Jr. and C.J. Stroud endorse Raising Cane's, and she's like, I didn't know that. And it's like, wow. But most of them, I'm not surprised on the results of it. It's unpredictable. Injuries change a lot of stuff, and these couple injuries that I've been talking about could definitely change things. A rumor I've been hearing is John Morant in the NBA. John Morant, is there a trade suitor for him? With his past, I'm not sure. But the trade deadline for the NBA, I believe, is February 3rd, which is coming up very shortly. But we will see. Anyway, that concludes this podcast. I will probably be posting a video, as I said, a podcast. Oh, I forgot to mention something. In March, I don't know what date, my friend said he is going to get Jake's Sports Takes shirts made. So I'll post those photos on my Instagram and show those off. And if somebody wants to order some or wants to, you want something, I might be able to get it for you, but we will see. Anyway, I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for all the support and all the views. Have a night. Follow me at Duke Nats Texans Fan 11 and at Jake Verse on YouTube. Please follow me and drop me any comments, any questions, anything. I will continue to do this. Everybody have a nice day. Have a great Tuesday and rest of your week. And peace out, my nerds.